Hello everyone, my name is Freddie, other known as Bisley here on YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the Porter's five forces. And out of the five, we're going to talk about three threat facing ones that is happening to Shamrock Trading Corporations, other known as RTS. Before we get into that, let's talk about Shamrock. What is Shamrock? Shamrock has three different main departments that they focus on, such as Ryan Transportation, which is a brokerage side that helps truck drivers slash carriers find valuable loads. They also help with logistics and negotiate a rate, as well as do some office paperwork such as BOL and Breda confirmation. Then they have RTS Financials, which is a factoring service. And what that does is it's a way for carriers to get paid on the same day they do a load instead of the average 30 to 40-day wait period. Then they have the RTS Carrier Services, which is a fuel savings program for carriers to save money on diesel. Typically, they're averaging around 30% off or more on diesel, which is useful because diesel is one of the main expense for carriers. They also provide discounts on mechanic work such as oil changes and tire changes. However, what are the challenges that they face? So, the first challenge is the competitive rivalry. There are numerous competitors such as JB, Hut, Mudflap, eCapital, and more, and they compete with the price on rate and discounts. This can affect client relation. An example is Mudflap is one of the biggest competitors when it comes to Ryan or career services because Mudflap has really high discounts compared to RTS. However, they are limited to the amount of fuel stations they can go to instead of RTS, which has an unlimited fuel stations such as Casey's, Pilot, 7-Eleven, BP, and more. Then we have threats of new entrants. So some established threats can be like FedEx or Amazon with established credibility and awareness that can take over the market if they choose to do so. An example is if Amazon decides to come into the trucking industry and let's say they start doing a brokerage side and then a few savings side, most people know what Amazon is and will already establish a credible source with them, meaning they are more willing to work with Amazon instead of RTS if they haven't heard of it. Then there's bargaining of power of suppliers. So fuel prices can go extremely high with a short margin rate that is hard to negotiate a higher discount, which affects carriers. An example is during COVID when fuel prices went extremely high, lots of carriers or truck drivers went out of business or parked their trucks because they didn't have the sufficient cash flow to maintain themselves. And these are the challenges that RTS or Shamrock Corporation faces throughout the year. Overall, RTS is a great company and they are well established. And those are the challenges that go with the Porter's five forces. Thank you for listening.